Come with me on this multi-gen house tour and get my unfiltered thoughts as a designer and a mother. Because this house is multi-generational, there's 2 front entrances. We are going through the main front door. Walking straight into a hallway is always tricky. There's never a clear spot of where to take off your shoes or put your bag. It is nice that there's a coat closet right in the front though. Turning this corner takes us into the multi-gen section of the home where a door would separate the spaces, but it's left off right now. Different builders offer a variety of features for multi-gen homes. Obviously, all of them will have a bedroom. This one has a really nice walk-in closet, but I was surprised to see that the kitchen only has a mini fridge, sink, and microwave, which indicates to me that whoever's living here is going to be integrated with the main house a lot. That white door is the main entrance to this section of the house. The bathroom has a nice walk-in shower, which is great for anyone who might have trouble getting over the side of a tub. Some builders offer individual laundry rooms for the sections of the home. In this case, the laundry room is shared between both. I love the depth of this linen closet so you can store things like a vacuum, not just items on the shelf. We're heading over to the mudroom where you would enter from the garage. There's space to add lockers or cubbies, a large closet. I like that they have 2 drawers here instead of 1 large one. Things always get lost in long drawers. A lot of the homes I've been walking through have their powder bath and office in the front. It's nice to see an option where it's in the middle. I really like that tile and paint combination. What I would like to know is what you would put in this office closet. We don't often see offices with large closets. This office is going to have French or double doors. I always opt for French doors when the natural light is only coming from one direction. I do this so that the light can filter through into other spaces that don't get as much natural light. Speaking of natural light, look at those windows. I have a lot of comments on this space. I don't know where to start. What do you think about the placement of this dining room? I don't love that the main bedroom is right off it. I do like the chandelier they chose. Depending on the direction this house faces, these windows are going to bake in the sun. The fireplace and mantle don't feel like they fit in with the style of the home. These ceilings are really high. That vent cover needs to be hidden. Because of how high the ceilings are, you don't want to take the cabinets all the way up. However, you can give variation to the height of your cabinets so your eye line moves and isn't just cut off at one height. I like that they went dark with the island instead of just white. Also note that the countertops are different. This combo feels like a budget issue to me rather than an intentional design choice, but there are some really great ways to mix countertops. I like that they took the paint and continued it into the alcove, making the transition less stark. I've really been into recessed ceilings lately. They just provide so much more visual interest. I also think the wallpaper they chose for this room is pretty. Not everyone loves wallpaper, but I feel like this one does a really good job of being on the masculine side of pretty. Why are builders not putting doors on the bathrooms? I like the idea of the shower, but it feels very observation window. I like the idea of a double shower head, but not in such a narrow space. I don't like that there's nowhere to put shower products except the benches, and I don't love that the shower faces the mirror. I do love how large this closet is though. No one likes builder grade rods, but finishing this closet with built-ins has so much potential. Why is there a towel bar in the water closet? And no, that's not a bidet. The vanity only has 3 drawers. I feel like each side needs its own set of drawers. Let's go get another look at this open concept. It would be nice to add some kind of ceiling accent, whether in the whole space or to define each individual space. Up next, we have a really large basement, so stay tuned. In the meantime, tell me what you loved and what you hated about this first floor.